Shalom, I let to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutation to you, Akim, across the four winds to you. I salute. This is the brother Desire One back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I want to, go into something brief, because basically, you get some Jakes out there know they is Israelite, but they ain't doing the work. Okay? You's an Israelite and they ain't doing the work. Alright? That is not gonna get you nowhere. Alright? That isn't gonna get you nowhere. You ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. Okay? You ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. And when you think about it, some of these Jakes know they's Israelite and they ain't doing the work. How can you get how do you want that reward? You think you're gonna get saved without doing the work? No. Okay? You gotta do this work, man. Okay? And we get a lot of people who know this Israelites ain't doing the work. I should show they ain't got no faith. Faith and works goes hand in hand. As it just says in the book of James. Alright? Faith and works go hand in hand. Alright? Because I was actually talking to this Jake, must be 2 weeks ago. Basically, he's telling me from IUIC and all that. So I asked him how come I don't see him on the highways and edges. He said he ain't built up in the faith yet to go. He need more members. I say, what? I thought Yahweh Shai said, where two or three are gathered in his name, he'll be in the midst. I should show you they going off right there. We say he need more members to get built up. I say, no, they didn't even have they swore with them. Okay? All right? And the scripture speaks about this. If I could get this first in Ezekiel. All right? This is Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel. Eat this roll. All right? Get this knowledge. Eat this roll. All right? That's what you're supposed to do. Eat this roll and go. All right? Speak to the house of Israel. Okay? He say he ain't built up. All right? You ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. All right? The times we in the end, and it's going to get worse. You got to do this work 3 times. And here in this time, you're going to get the reward. You got to do this work now. All right? You can't say because you're an Israelite. All right? You don't go on the highways and edges to do the work. It don't work like that. All right? Because the scripture, tells us this. We ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, unto angels, and unto men. You see that? For we are made a spectacle unto the world. All right. You're supposed to be ashamed of this truth. Going on the highways and edges to push this truth. You weren't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. All right? You got a lot of Israelites know this Israelite, but they're still ashamed of this truth. They don't go on the highways and edges. And some of them be the common board and stuff. They don't go on the highways and edges. You weren't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. Because we at the very end of this thing. All right? The scripture says, For I think that the Most High had sent forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and unto angels and unto men. A spectacle is be seen unto the world. So when we go on the highways and edges, everybody's supposed to see us. All right, like the other day, me and Akia them from our camp, we be in the highways and edges. My boss, everybody's supposed to see you. My boss was right there looking. She breaking in there because she really never see me. She might have heard, I on the highways, but that was the first time seeing me. But I don't care. These damn people can't save me when all hell broke loose. All right, I working on my own soul salvation with fear and trembling. I ain't worrying about these people. These people can't save us. All right? Your loved ones, and nobody can save you. Nobody can save you but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's why you got to do this work. Do this work. This work is very important. Okay? This work is very important, boy. We get another scripture. It's Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So when we go on the highways and edges, we use our bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High. That's our reasonable service. And during these videos through the week, going on the highways and edges, all right, that's what Yahweh Shai commanded to do. Go on the highways and edges and help my people to come in. All right, let me see if I can get that, because that's the commandment Yahweh Shai commanded us to do. Let's see if I could get that. I think it's Luke 14. Right, see that? And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and edges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. All right, we're building up the house. All right, that his house may be filled. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Go on the highways and edges. You ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. This ain't the time for that shit. We gotta push this truth to the end. All right, because we at the end of this thing. Okay, we at the end of this thing. Okay, let me see if I get another scripture. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. All right, because when you out there, all right, you made a spectacle unto the world, your light shining also when you're on the highways and edges. All right, and this is what Yahweh Shai say, do. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right, you glorify your Father which is in heaven. You on the highways and edges, proclaiming His truth. All right, I don't give a shit what nobody think about me. They can't save me, like I say. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right, that's what we supposed to do. All right, we ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. All right, it too near to the end. All right, too near to the end to be ashamed of this truth. All right, which I'm gonna get right now. All right, the main scripture of this lesson, right? All right, you don't supposed to be ashamed, because, all right, watch what can happen if you be ashamed. All right, this is Luke 9:26, and it reads, okay, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me, all right, and of my words, this word, the whole book, eat this roll, go preach this house of Israel, right? Whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, all right, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. All right, and when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father and in his Father's and of the holy angels. All right, read it again. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. All right, so when Yahushua comes back, he's gonna be ashamed of you. Okay, because you ain't going out there and doing what you're supposed to do, so you're supposed to be ashamed. All right, of this truth. All right, you're supposed to be ashamed of this truth in these last days. All right, we at the end of this. You ain't supposed to be ashamed of this truth, babe. This ain't the time for that shit. No one you say Israelite is not gonna get you saved. You gotta go there and do this work. Make full proof for the ministry, like the scripture says. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can get another scripture. I'm gonna get audio. All right. I just want to bring this out because this was in my spirit. All right. This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, okay. Salakia. I think it's 1 and 16. Right. 1 and 16. And it reads, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach, for it is the power of the Most High unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. All right. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach. So we ain't ashamed when we go on the highways and there just to proclaim this word. Whoever, we come to tell you what thus said Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, whether you hear or where do you forbear? Okay, we don't care. All right, we doing the work. All right, we doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. While it is day, because when nighttime come when you can't work. All right, this is the time we're in, and this ain't no time to be ashamed, but you're supposed to be a soldier for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And you got a lot of secret disciples out there. All right around here, watching us, you know what I mean? They know who they are, and they know who we is, you know what I mean? They know. All right, but the point is that you don't supposed to be ashamed of this truth. We in the end, okay? We in the end, all right? The scripture says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach." Okay, we ain't ashamed, cause this is it, man. All right, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yeah, man. I just want to bring that out to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I hope you was edified. Yeah, man. Shalom.